So I met you because you presented to me a very, very important subject called morality. And I want to make sure that this message is strongly delivered when we go to attend the event. I told you that Confucius, he traveled with his students and to visit different kings, right? At the time. And he was delivering moral teachings to the kings. He had his true vision about how a king should lead the nation.
Yeah, that's correct.
So only those kings who follow his advice will be successful, will become good kings. And as a matter of fact, I think Korean history, when I watched the Korean drama of the Lee dynasty in Korea, all the Korean kings, they follow Confucius teachings. Correct?
That's correct. 500 years.
Exactly. So the Lee dynasty kings, especially like the Lee Suan, I showed you number 1 episode of Lee Suan, right? 正主, right?
Chunsu, that is the name?
Lee Suan is his name, but the category of the Lee dynasty king, 英主 or 正主, anyway. 英主, right? 英主, yeah. So this is a very clear example of a king who was facing lots of problems in the family. The grandfather, the grandmother, they were in leadership. Especially the grandmother, she wants to control power. And then his father wants to help the grandfather to go towards the right direction. But the grandma was trying to destroy the father. So that's why the sad story happened. The father actually was alienated by the grandmother's secret maneuver, and eventually leading to the grandpa totally lost trust in the father, who's supposed to, inheriting the power and lead the nation towards a good place. And in that complicated situation, when Li Shuan was so little, already the father was subjected to persecution, and he was locked in the little rice container and starved to death after 7 days, right? So this child is so young, and the problem is that his biggest enemy is the grandmother. And it's totally going against filial piety teaching of Confucius. Even he knows that the grandma want to kill him. And the grandma has arranged a team of power to take over the grandpa's power. And waiting for the grandpa to disappear, and then she's going to take over the power. So this is the thing, about king leadership. If your enemy is within, if the enemy is within, and even is in the position that according to human moral principle, you have to follow the order. What are you going to do about that? You see, Li Suan, that film, right? I watched.
We call it
正主, yeah. So that's what I mean. At this point, I see America is facing the same problem. The power struggle right now, politically, and it require moral principles.
That is the world
Li Suan, this young child, his journey of eventually take over the power is incredible. And he had nobody to count upon because his father already dead. And he was surrounded by enemies. There's no helper at all in his life. A young child without anybody's help. How to rise up to become the king. That's what that Li Suan period of Li dynasty history is leaving a reference for today. I see that. Okay. My prediction is that this nation is going to be led by someone right now everybody thinks is nobody. it's not going to be the power people. Now, I think Trump is almost like in the position of the grandpa.
Trump?
I mean, eventually, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Trump will rise. Trump will rise, but it's transient because he's at old age. But the new world is not going to be led by Trump. It's going to be a young leader.
Yeah.
And right now, that young leader is alone and is surrounded by enemies. That's my vision. Okay, today I want to keep a record of it. I know right now, like the world is paying attention to all the political powers, you know, Trump and Biden, right?
Yeah.
These two power struggles. But they don't know that they all gonna go. It doesn't matter Trump, it doesn't matter Biden. They all gonna go.
Yeah.
Eventually, they all gonna go.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But then the new world that now is already starting to bud out and getting ready for the eventual takeover is actually rested on the shoulder of a young child today. Okay? So, you know, we supposed to protect this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
You and me, we supposed to protect this one. And eventually help this one to rise to be the true leader of the world. That's my vision. That's why we cannot rush around to interact with the old crowd.
Yeah, okay.
They're gonna eventually disappear.
Yeah.
Because right now we cannot do anything to stop them from fighting and killing each other. They don't want to listen.
Yeah.
Correct?
Correct. Yeah.
They will never listen to us, even if we tell them, hey, don't fight, work together, right? They will never listen.
Yeah.
Because that's their destiny. The Li Xuan movie already showed me that. Like the grandpa, he will not listen to anybody.
Yeah.
Mr. Trump will not listen to anybody. That's his attitude. He thinks that he's number one.
Yeah.
Correct?
Correct.
Yeah. He thinks he's number one. He thinks he knows better. Just like in the movie, the first episode, the grandpa, you know, was sitting and all the officials were sitting. And the grandpa gave a question to all the officials and they are blah, 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 blah. And the grandpa says, get out! You get out! Right?
Yeah.
Trump has that attitude too. You no good, out! Right? That's Trump, you know. So I'm saying that Trump is like that grandpa.
Yeah.
Okay. And Biden is like the grandma. I mean, I'm talking about the force. There is two opposing force that they want to kill each other for power. But they pretend to be very friendly too on the surface. But their position is already set that they are opposing party. So when we go there to deliver any advice, who's going to listen to us? Number one, they say, who are you? Well, we're not politicians, so certainly, you know, I don't know them. I don't have to know them. Do you know what I mean? I can get to know them better by just following my research project. I don't need to go see their face because it's all superficial. They're going there just to do a show.
Yeah.
This is a showcase for them.
Yeah.
We don't need to meet them when they are playing actors and actresses. Delivering moral lesson is not a place to, like when they are actors and actresses, they don't open their heart to receive us, correct?
Correct.
Now, if today, originally I thought, oh, maybe it's like, you know, we can intermingle and bump into them or something. When I received that message, it's high security. So, high security means people has to be really cautious. And we are under the eyes of many security office. So if we showed up, maybe it's not a good idea.
Understand. Yeah.
Don't you agree?
Yeah, agree.
It's truly not a good idea. If we showed up there, the high security spotted us, and they may misunderstand us. Not a good idea. Overall, that's what I want to tell you. So I'm not sure whether today we should proceed with all the current conditions about the car situation and Professor Wang's attitude and Hao's attitude. Both of them flipped.
Yeah.
They're supposed to pick us up today. Initial plan was that even though Professor Wang knows that we already, booked a hotel, had our rental car, Professor Wang said, no need to drive 2 cars. Hao should come to pick you guys up. And the 4 of us will check into hotel together. But right now, they are not calling us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to call them and say, hey, pick us up. I'm not going to do that. Because we are leaders, So if they don't call us, if they don't come to pick up, we shall not. Overall, that's what I feel. There are multiple factors I analyze that heaven is saying pause.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Right? Pause, So, if we go there, risking our life,
Yeah.
exposing our identity, to play with actors and actresses, what's the point?
I'm worried about the broken the window.
Yeah.
It's the high speed.
That's what I mean.
Sometimes the
Yeah.
broken.
Exactly. That's what I mean. We don't know the car.
Yeah, that's
At this
why
point, we don't know the car. It's not our car.
I am worried
And
about
if the rental car company is a reliable rental car company, we have nothing to worry. We buy insurance. We have the highway pass. We have a high quality car to ride. We shall have no worry. But right now, all of this, when I think about it more carefully, we bought insurance. We bought the highway pass. But they don't give us any receipt. Without receipt, if we are in the middle of the road, we need to call the car company. But I've been calling them, they never answer.
Yeah.
So which means that if we are in the middle of the road, have trouble, we have nothing to count upon.
Yeah.
If you bought insurance, you can call a number to get for rescue.
Yeah.
But they are not sending us any documents.
Yeah, correct.
So how can we get onto the road without any documents? They are not sending us any documents to prove that we already have paid highway fee. Pass.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to go through toll, and we have no evidence that we already paid for it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that we basically, I think that rental company that day played us. So right now, we have nothing secured for about the car. We have a bad car that potentially can get us into total trouble.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that's,
So-
I'm worried about the
The window, yeah.
window before some like the accident coming in
Yeah.
when I work in HMAR. Also, some crack
Crack,
window.
yeah.
High speed, they are broken.
There we go.
But I'm worried about that one.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
That's why I say I'm not going to risk your life.
Yeah.
I'm not going to risk my life.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct?
Correct.
We already detected the trouble. If yesterday they sent us a receipt of some sort, it's still give myself a little security to count upon. But right now we have no receipt.
Yeah.
Therefore, we don't know what is the insurance company that we are paying for.
Yeah.
They don't give a receipt, which means when we go into the toll booth, we're still gonna have to pay tolls. Without a pass for that, we already paid for the toll. They're not following up with anything with us.
Yeah.
That's why the bank says we are eligible for total refund. It's about $700.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if we're gonna get a total refund, then today, if we go drive out and really get into accident, we're gonna ruin everything.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Correct.
Those are the elements that I feel it's not in our favor today.
Yeah. I'm
Agree?
I am agree with you.
Yeah, you are very wise.
Yeah.
I don't want you to have worries and then you only follow my order. If I'm a bad leader, I'm gonna bring you into big trouble. But I'm not a bad leader.
Yeah.
I'm a very wise leader.
Yeah.
Okay?
Course, yeah.
You notice that.
yeah.
I don't do things recklessly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I respect you, and everything we do, I always will discuss with you my true heart, true feeling.
Mm-hmm.
This way you also feel, yeah, that's my decision too.
Mm-hmm.
Only the two of us discuss our wisdom, share our wisdom, and we together make a decision. Then we journey. That's my policy
Okay.
of working with you.
Okay.
You shall always bring up to me your intuition, sensing danger, uncomfortable, unhappy, nervous. The moment I detect that, I know something I need to fix. The moment I start to fix that, I will start to understand the deep trouble behind. And then this way you are balancing everything too, you know, because you are very, very kind. Your heart, no. Your heart feels joyful, good day. Nervous, very nervous, not good.
Yeah.
Correct? I notice you're very nervous. The moment I wake up today, I already know you're very nervous. Yeah, not good. But yesterday you slept good.
Yeah.
And then when I meditate, you slept a little more today. So I know you're balancing out your, you know. Although yesterday you were very happy, but you lacked enough sleep. So last night you went to sleep earlier.
Yeah.
And then this morning you said good morning to me. I didn't say anything to you. And then I started to do my energy work. And you felt the peace and you fell asleep again. Right? So I know you kind of balancing out your sleeping stuff. Overall, your energy looking good today. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how I feel about.
Yeah.
I feel there's nothing we need to rush.
Yeah.
Let's just
I
follow the
agree.
flow.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, very
I
good.
agree.
Okay,
Yeah.
alrighty.